All right, let's get right to it. We're on the front lines of the AI revolution today, where a mega deal has just dropped that could seriously reshape the entire industry. So let's break down what's happening. You know, we've been talking about the AI arms race for a while now, but it looks like it just hit a whole new level. The major players are making massive moves, and this latest one, well, it involves a truly mind-boggling amount of money. Just how much are we talking about? Here it is. This is the number at the very heart of what's going on. $10 billion. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a monumental bet on the future of computing power. So let's take a look at who's making this bet, and more importantly, why. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The headline is this: OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, just inked a multi-year partnership with a chipmaker called Cerebras, and the price tag is over $10 billion. At its core, this deal is all about one thing: securing a colossal amount of raw computational power. So why do this? Well, you have to understand the incredible pressure OpenAI is under. They've got to handle the massive, and I mean massive, user demand for things like ChatGPT. But at the same time, they have to be developing the next generation of AI just to stay ahead of their rivals. So their solution? Lock in their access to a huge pipeline of computing power. So what does $10 billion actually get you? I mean, it's not like they're just getting a truckload of chips dropped off at their office. No. This is about access to entire data centers, which will be built and run by Cerebras and totally customized for OpenAI's future AI models. And the scale here is just immense. Over the next 3 years, OpenAI is securing up to 750 megawatts of computing capacity. To be crystal clear, this isn't just a simple upgrade. This is a quantum leap in what they can do, and it's all designed to power the AI of tomorrow. So what are they going to do with all of this power? Well, it's going to be used to run what are called inference and reasoning models. Now, think of these as the next big step for AI. Instead of just spitting out the first answer that comes to mind, these models can actually pause, process a bunch of different options, and kind of reason their way to a much more sophisticated, intelligent response. Now, a deal this big doesn't just happen overnight. This thing has been cooking since last August. It all started after Cerebras proved that their unique chips could run OpenAI's models way more efficiently than standard GPUs. So now the deal's official, and they expect to have the whole system up and running by 2028. This brings us to the other key player in this whole story, Cerebras. So who is this company that just landed a $10 billion deal with the biggest name in AI? Well, Cerebras is not your typical chip maker. Their whole thing is creating these gigantic, single-wafer chips designed from the ground up just for AI. And here's a fascinating little detail. OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, was actually an early investor in the company. This deal also helps Cerebras strategically by making them less dependent on their major investor, the UAE-based firm G42. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and look at the whole chessboard here. Because this deal isn't just about one company. It's a huge move in a global chess match for computational dominance. It really is a full-blown AI arms race. And at the heart of this race is a big technological battle. On one side, you have NVIDIA. They're the undisputed king of GPUs for AI right now. And on the other, you've got this challenger, Cerebras, with their radical wafer-scale chips. By basically putting an entire computer system on one piece of silicon, they get rid of bottlenecks. They argue this makes them way faster and more power efficient for these giant AI models. So this deal, it's OpenAI making a massive bet that Cerebras has the right idea for the future. But here's where it gets really mind-bending. For OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, this 750 megawatt deal, it's just a down payment. His stated ambition is almost unbelievable. He wants to eventually build 30 gigawatts of computing capacity. And to put that number in perspective, 30 gigawatts is enough electricity to power roughly 25 million American homes. We're not talking about data centers anymore. We are talking about an ambition on the scale of national infrastructure. All of it dedicated to one single thing: powering artificial intelligence. And the estimated price tag for that vision? A jaw-dropping $1.4 trillion. Trillion with a T. That is the kind of massive investment Sam Altman believes is needed to build the next frontier of AI. So when you hear these astronomical figures, 10 billion today, maybe over $1 trillion tomorrow, you have to start asking some pretty big questions about the market itself. I mean, is this sustainable? And where is all of this really going? For both of these companies, the next logical step seems to be the public markets. Cerebras is reportedly gearing up for an IPO in 2026. And OpenAI? Well, Reuters is reporting they could eventually go public at a valuation that might hit $1 trillion. That would make it one of the most valuable companies on the entire planet, just like that. And this all leads us to the final crucial question that's on everybody's mind. Are these massive investments building the foundation for a new technological golden age? Or are we just watching the inflation of a new dot-com bubble destined to pop? For now, that remains the trillion-dollar question.